With WrestleMania 40 in the books, you already know your boy has to talk about it, especially night 2. We're definitely going to get into that one because I was there live, but we're going to go through every single thing, what I liked, what I disliked, and everything in total. With that being said, we're going to start off with WrestleMania 40 Night 1. And from the jump, we got a new intro. That's how you know the Paul Levesque era is about to start. A new intro, and the first thing we see is Triple H. Paul Levesque comes out and obviously does what he does all the time, welcoming us to WrestleMania, the biggest one yet. And we start off with Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Becky comes out to a CGI version of her book, which I thought was fine, and I have to put some respect on Becky's name. She came out with 105 fever, and yet she still performed. So shout out to Becky, because that takes a lot of balls to do. Rhea Ripley comes out with the live performance of her song, and she was enjoying every single moment of it, and so was I, because the band did a great job. Now, this was a great opener to WrestleMania. I think this was beautiful. The match was great. Now, listen, this is the first time and the last time you're going to hear me say this. It wasn't better than Charlotte versus Rhea last year. They killed it last year. I said something good. But at the end of the day, Rhea won as usual. This was definitely supposed to happen. So all you Liv Morgan fans can be happy. I told you, this is about building up Rhea. She needs to have a WrestleMania match with one of the top stars in WWE and Becky Lynch. The next match was the tag team ladder match. Both titles would be on separate hooks, and that's exactly what's going to happen. So basically, we were going to get 2 different tag team champions. This match was hectic. I really did enjoy it. Was it great? It was okay. Sin Theory and Grayson Waller are now SmackDown Tag Team Champions, and Awesome Truth are the Raw Tag Team Champions. R-Truth finally gets his WrestleMania moment and his first WrestleMania win at 50 years old. Was a great match. We'll see what happens with both tag teams. Speaking of tag teams, here's where things got really messy. Now, I love every single wrestler in this match, but there wasn't enough heat. This wasn't something that I can get truly invested in. At the end of the day, Rey Mysterio's team won. Biggest part was Jason, Kelsey, and Lan Johnson coming out to save Rey and Andrade. It was a fine match, but it just didn't do it for me because there wasn't enough heat for me to be like, okay, this is going to be interesting. But I'm glad that Andrade got to be in the card. Then we had brother versus brother. A great promo package to start off the match. But after Lil Wayne came out with Jay, everything after that just was shitty. This match was absolutely garbage. And I really hate to say it, but it was just a weird match. Super kick spam. Jimmy's like, hey, I'm sorry. Fake super kick. At the end of the day, Jey Uso won, and that's it. Then another one. Oh, God. Listen, this match, okay, a 6-woman tag match. 5 of these women in this match are so talented, but this match just didn't fit, man. Just for me, I just felt like it really didn't do much. At the end of the day, Jade, Naomi, and Bianca won. I think Damage Control should just split up because they're way too talented to just be together. It's dead. Now, here has been my issue with Jade Cargill. I think they're protecting her way too much. In AEW, I even said it. I said Jade Cargill has the look. She has the entrance. She got everything, but she's just too green. I do not think she is a good wrestler yet. So when she did sign with WWE, I was like, okay, maybe she'll do better, under everybody else, because in WWE, I feel like she can do more when it comes to the way they like to have their women wrestle. I still think that Jade is green. She has not shown me anything, and that's not her fault. They're protecting her a lot, so we don't get to see much of her. We just get to see her 90 seconds into the match. I need to see how much she's developed, and I have not seen that yet. Then we had Gunther versus Sami Zayn for the IC title. This match was amazing. You start off with Sammy Aguilera talking to Chad Gable, his family, even Kevin Owens, then coming out saying, I don't know if I can do this. And this match was fucking incredible. I didn't think Sami was going to win. I would rather have Gunther, be world champion with the IC title, having it and then dropping it. But this match was phenomenal. Sami just has that baby face thing, like it gets you emotional that you want him to win. He hits a hoover kick, then this nasty ass brain buster from the top rope. That was insane. Another hoover kick, 1, 2, 3, and Sami is the new IC champion. It was so emotional. It brought a tear to my eye. The way he looked at his wife, and it just, oh my God, it just was everything that it needed to be. I very much enjoyed this. Could have been match of the night. Except when we get to the tag team match. The Rock's entrance was so fucking badass. And I gotta give it to Rocky. He performed extremely well. He even threatened to fire the ref. That was hilarious. Just showing his power. I like how they used that. This match was incredible. Back and forth. Everything that was going on was insane, man. I enjoyed everything. Roman accidentally speared Rock. That was insane. Cody hit a rock bottom on Rock himself through a table. Roman speared Seth through the barricade. It was insane. And as close as Cody was about to win it, Rock hit him with a weight belt and the people's elbow. 1, 2, 3. And now we get the final look, just like how we got in 39. I think this was beautiful. The way it ended was great. The emotion, Cody knowing that he is screwed for night 2. All the odds are stacked against him. And I think this was a beautiful way to end night 1. Incredible. Starting with night 2, Stephanie McMahon starts it off for us, which was crazy. Glad to see her back. And we start with Seth versus Drew for the World Heavyweight Championship. 24 hours after Seth being in a 45-minute match, he has to start off Mania against Drew. And that was insane, with CM Punk on the commentary. I think this was beautifully done. It was only 10 minutes long, but it felt great. Both of them did an amazing job selling this match. I think everything was great about it. Drew, at some point, which I thought was fucking hilarious, he threw Seth to the outside, went to his own wife, and took her phone and fucking put a tweet during the middle of the match. He took her phone, tweeted on his account, and went back into the match. This has been the best work that Drew's done. At the end of the day, Drew finally got his moment and won the World Heavyweight Championship. After everything, he finally got to win a championship in front of a whole crowd, which he definitely deserved. Even Seth said it. When I got home, I had to rewatch it, obviously, because I couldn't read what he said. But he basically said, you deserve it. You fucking deserve it. And as Drew was walking around as champion, he should have just left, but he poked the bear CM Punk, and CM Punk had enough of his BS and beat down Drew. Just for Damian Priest to come in and cash in, and Drew lost the title to Damian Priest, and we got a Boricua as the World Heavyweight Champion. I'm so proud of that. But Drew losing, it was on him. He focused too much on Punk, so much. He just couldn't stand it, and CM Punk laughed at his face. And then we had what I think was the lowest part of night 2, and it wasn't bad, but we had Snoop Dogg come out of commentary, and we had Bubba Ray be the referee for this Philadelphia street fight match, which I thought was absolutely amazing to see Bubba Ray. It wasn't nothing crazy. Street Profits and Bobby Lashley won. I didn't really care for it, but it was entertaining, so I didn't hate it. I just felt like this was more of a SmackDown main event to me, but it wasn't bad. I'm not going to complain about it. It was pretty dope. Then we got LA Knight versus AJ Styles. I was very excited for this match. We get to see LA Knight get a yeah chant in front of thousands of people. Then AJ got his new theme song, which I couldn't really hear because I was live, and I'm like, dude, I can't really understand what's going on with that song. But we'll see. But the match itself was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it a lot for what it is. It could have been a lot better, but I'm not angry at it. The match pace was really well, and I think both guys got their big spots, and LA Knight got his first victory on his first ever Wrestlemania. Gotta love it. Then we had the triple threat match for the US title, and when I say this was entertaining, this was entertaining. I enjoyed every single moment of this thing. Logan Paul, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens actually put on such a great show. I enjoyed it. It was so dope to see Logan just get jumped. I thought it was hilarious. And it came to a point where it was just like, all right, Randy and Kevin's going to have to go at it at some point. But yes, Logan killed it as always. This was such a dope match. Everything about it was cool, all the cool spots. And obviously, there was a big moment that we all got to talk about. We all know it's coming, but, this was just hilarious. So, as Randy was about to win, the person behind the Prime mascot mask was Speed. I was dying, and he started barking at Randy. Randy said, "Bark, bark," and RKO'd him. But at the end of the day, Logan Paul won. Great finish to the match. Very good. Then we got Io versus Bayley for the Women's Championship. The story being told was great. Bayley, who started Damage Control, had everything going for her. Io, Dakota, and then added new members, and they were killing it throughout the women's division on SmackDown, just for them to turn on Bayley. And then Bayley would win the Royal Rumble and decide to face Io. Bayley's entrance was dope. Io obviously had a dope one as well. This match was so good. Two great performers. Obviously, this was going to have a great match. This was just great. Now, there were problems that I have. I do not like Bayley's finisher. She should have just won with the Bayley to belly. She did win, but she used her other finisher. I just like the belly to belly better. But at the end of the day, Bayley did win as she deserved it, and we'll go on to see what happens next with Damage Control. Hopefully that's over. I think they should just all split. But now we have to talk about Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed Championship. The promo package was amazing. We knew how big the stakes were. This is Cody's moment. Can he finally finish the story? But all the odds are stacked against him after night one. Cody came out to this fire entrance with his wife Brandy, which is absolutely dope. And Roman's entrance was top tier. Really felt like a final boss. Like, this is the end. I thought was fucking phenomenal. This match was so fucking good. I like how in the beginning it became a regular 1v1. I enjoyed that. I'm glad they slowly got into the bloodline rules situation. They let them go at it for a little bit, and then everything started to shake up. And this match was so fucking good. Everything that was going on, Roman and Cody going back and forth, until Jimmy Uso came to save Roman. Jay came to take out his brother, and then Solo comes out just for John Cena to return and help him out. And everybody goes crazy. I was going crazy. I was marking out John Cena's here. And then The Rock comes out to face John Cena, gives him a rock bottom, and guess what happens after that? We all thought Stone Cold was going to be the person to come out, and it was not. As the Shield song plays, everybody goes crazy, and it's Seth Rollins, but immediately got Superman punch from Roman Reigns. So now we're like, okay, this has to be the moment that Stone Cold arrives. Instead, it's the fucking Undertaker. I go crazy, everybody goes crazy. The shocked look on Rock's face says it all. We look directly at it, and he goes for a choke slam. Everybody goes wild because we did not expect the Undertaker out of everybody. Insane. So now, it's only 3 left in the ring. Cody, Roman, and Seth. Roman has a chair in his hand. He was thinking about hitting Cody, but looked at Rollins and thought about all the times that Seth screwed him up, and it keeps replaying in his head. So he decided to hit Seth instead, which would lead Cody to hitting 3 crossroads. 1, 2, 3. Cody Rhodes finally finishes his story. Everybody's going crazy. I get emotional. The roster comes out. Everybody that had been screwed by the bloodline comes out, lifts up Cody. Everybody's going insane. Cody gave the title to his mother. Everybody's emotional. I'm about to break down and cry when I was at my seat. It was just an amazing moment. Asked for Triple H to come out, gave him a handshake and a hug. What a special moment it was to close out WrestleMania 40. We finally got Cody as world champion, and we can all say he did it. After all the struggles, we weren't even supposed to get this match, And somehow, someway, with the power of us, he was able to finally get the job done. And now we have a new champion. That was an insane WrestleMania ending. One of the greatest main events I've ever watched. Ever. This was so fucking good from top to bottom. A masterpiece. Overbooked, but I loved it. It needed to be overbooked. Let's make this the most special moment ever, and they did it. Insane. Loved every single moment of it. What did you guys think about WrestleMania 40? Because in my honest opinion, night 2 blew night 1 out of the water. I felt like night 1 was like a 6 or 7 out of 10 because there was a lot of disappointments in that, but still great ending to that night. But like I said, night 2 was just perfect from top to bottom. God, I love pro wrestling. And when Michael Cole said, I love professional wrestling, I was like, me too. It is an art. I fucking love every single moment of it. The emotion, the power that it has over me and us is just amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I love you guys.